ask and ye may receive. And that's what's happening to here. One of our loyal fans asked, hey, can you guys make some chicken masala? And that's what we're doing. We're making some chicken masala here on Cook Like a Bastard. Chicken masala is one of my favorite Indian dishes, and I'm happy to be making it on the show here today. We're going to start with heating up some ghee. We're using a couple tablespoons of ghee here. Ghee is clarified butter. And we are going to do 2 onions in here. So we're going to just heat up the ghee, putting that in a heated pan. Don't want to burn it, but we've heated this up already, which is important. And then we're going to put our 2 large onions in, or about 2.5, 3 cups of onions. And we're going to be stirring these cats until they're brown. While the onions are browning, let's talk about what we're doing for the rest of this recipe here. We are going to brown the onions, as I said, and then we are going to be adding our spice mixture here. This is such a wonderful combination here that I'm actually using a prepackaged one, a Kanza chicken masala package. Now, usually I mix up my own, but I found this and it's so good. It was like 75 cents. And this has coriander, red chili, onion, garlic, cumin, and it's just a really wonderful combination that you can make yourself, but why not just spend 75 cents or whatever it was? This is kind of the base of it. We're also going to be using some ginger and garlic sauce here, paste. It's very good. And 2 pounds of chicken thighs and some tomato puree. Tomato puree is somewhere between tomato sauce and tomato paste. So we got a lot of chicken to chop up, so let's start cutting up some of our chicken while we're letting the potatoes brown. Potatoes, when I say potatoes, I mean onions. Just test this if you're following us around here. So I'm just going to cut these into cubes. And remember, while your onions are cooking, don't cook them at too high of a heat. You're going to brown them, but you don't want to burn them. And so we're just going to make, inch-long squares. As you can see that the onions are starting to brown up, golden brown very nicely now. We're going to be adding some garlic and ginger paste. You could get garlic paste and ginger paste and use a tablespoon of each, or you can just use 2 tablespoons of the combination. I'm going to mix this in. You can kind of see the sheen of this is starting to just kind of come off of this just a little bit, and it's time to add 1 cup of tomato puree. You can start to smell the sweetness of the ginger and the sultry flavor of the garlic. Again, this is a pretty low heat that I'm doing this on right now. It's my big burner, so it's probably a medium heat in most worlds. All right, so we have the tomatoes mixed in with the onions and the garlic and ginger paste. We add our mixture. And make sure. See, this is the deal. This smells so good. And normally, as I said, we like to make our own, but when you find something as easy as this one right here, I say just use that. You could perfect it. I don't think you can make it as cheaply, though. So after we have this mixed in, we're going to take our 2 pounds or so of chicken thighs and saute them in here for about 4 to 5 minutes, making sure they're covered with the paste. I want to turn the heat up just a little bit when you get the chicken in. Pretty easy, isn't it? So after about 4 or 5 minutes of sauteing your chicken, I'm going to put a little salt in. We like to use pink salt. Remember, pink salt is the official salt of Cook Like a Bastard and Cook Like a Bastard Studios. Put that in, and then 1 cup of water. And really, that's almost all there is to it. We're going to cover her up and let her cook for a bit. So we've been letting our chicken masala cook for about an hour here. You can see that the chicken's done and the gravy has started to thicken up very nicely. At this point, I'm going to throw in some cilantro, maybe a tablespoon of ginger, and mix this in and let this cook for a couple minutes before we serve it. And after a couple minutes, it's ready to serve. You can serve this with samosas if you want. You probably saw that show for us. Or some naan. Today we're just going to serve it on some rice. But this smells delicious. And if I was a betting man...
He cooks like a bastard, so can you. He's not a bastard.
I would have won that bet too. This is chicken masala here on Cook Like a Bastard.